Here is a Sears reversible automatic window fan. I'm going to consider this the find of the year. This is something I've wanted for a very long time, even predating the creation of this channel. Back in the early 2010s, there was a pizza restaurant near the old location. It was a really ghetto restaurant. It was really bad. It's just total dive. The building was in terrible condition. The place was, I don't want to say it was dirty, but it was just like cluttered and kind of in disarray. And as with a lot of those places, it had the best food. And I used to go there a lot to get pizza. I remember my mother used to go there to get us pizza, and then when I got a car, I used to go with my friends there because it was a big deal to do that at the time. And there was a lot of fans in this restaurant. There was a Crompton Greaves ceiling fan in the back. It was a really bizarre install. There was like a room with a couple tables in it, and there was 4 lights in like a rectangular room, and one of the 4 lights was replaced with this Crompton Greaves. And I never saw it run. And then one day I saw it running with the blades were taken off. And it sat there with the blades off for a very long time. Then it was replaced with like a Harbor Breeze Classic or something that, wasn't terrible looking, but obviously was nowhere near as cool as it was there. And then the restaurant closed down, shortly after that. I would not be surprised if it was closed because of like building inspection issues or something like that. But so it had that ceiling fan. It had a patent U220. It had actually might have had 2 patent U220s, and maybe some other like oscillating fan or something. And it had one of these. It had one of these in the back where the pizza oven was and the food was made. It was mounted over the window, and it would run on low exhaust every day. It ran on low exhaust, summer, winter, you name it. It was always on low exhaust in the back by where the pizza was made. And it was there for many years. I remember it being there for, I want to say, at least 4 or 5 years. And who knows how long before that, probably a long time. And then one day it got replaced with this is kind of funny, it got replaced with a Lasco wind machine. The front was taken off the wind machine and it was just like screwed to the window. And that lasted only a couple of months running like that. Which, in the fan's defense, I'm sure it was kicking out some pretty hot air, and it ran for enough months or however long it was for the thing to be totally filthy, because I remember seeing it one day when it had stopped because it just broke. And then after that, an attic fan, like a 14 or 16 inch whatever attic fan for pushing hot air out of an attic, was installed in the window. It wasn't a very good install, but there was some effort put in. There was, plywood around the screen and whatever, and that would have been there until the close of the restaurant. And I assume that actually would have lasted a long time because those are built for that kind of hot environment. But anyway, so many, many years, I want to say at least 5 years, and many, many times to that restaurant. I remember going by there, not so much seeing the front of it. I don't remember the front very much, but I remember the back from the outside. And this is a pretty distinct looking fan from the outside. I used to think that it was a belt drive because this kind of looked like a belt from a distance. But I remember that so vividly, sitting there eating pizza and seeing this from the outside running on slow. And I looked on Google, whatever that is, Street Show or whatever the heck it's called, and there are pictures of the front of the restaurant where the fan would have been, but the pictures are not clear enough because these are older pictures. The pictures were not clear enough to actually make out the details of the fan in the window. By the time the pictures became clear enough, the restaurant was gone. So unfortunately there is no picture that I'm aware of. And in fact I even tried to just search the name of the restaurant itself just to see if there was like customer pictures or whatever, and I couldn't even find that. Now granted I didn't search it very far, but I just did a quick search. I didn't come up with anything. So I will continue to try to find some pictures of that, but I am ecstatic to have found one of these. There has been a couple of these on eRipOff over the years, and of course they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I just couldn't rationalize it. But now I've got one. It was there at the auction at the fan meet this year. I couldn't believe it when I saw the thing. I said, if I buy nothing else, I'm going home with that. And I got it for really cheap. It's not in good condition. It's going to take a bit to get it cleaned up, but I can't wait to install this in the house and be able to see that again. I haven't been this excited over finding a fan in a long time. This is just one I've been looking for so long. Now we have to hope that it works. I believe it's a Vernco product. It's the Sears model number 758902900, and it's only rated for 1.7 amps or 140 watts. Now I want to underscore something, because there was a statement made at the meet about this fan and the statement was incorrect. So Vernco made some pretty serious window fans over the years, and they looked similar to this from the front. This blade is not the Series blade. This blade is more like a box fan blade. It's got fairly moderate pitch to it. It's not that big. The whole house window fans, like the Sears one I have, the Dayton one I have, the Dayton one probably is the most similar in appearance to this. Those blades are probably 3 to 4 times the pitch of this one. They're physically bigger. Those blades are outrageous. They look similar from a distance, but this is not that blade. I don't know how much air this moves in relation to those. I've never experienced one of these in person other than the one at the restaurant, which I could never stand in front of and see how it ran. But I don't suspect the performance of this is anything like those other two that I mentioned before. Actually, I'll just go take a look at them. I know where they are. They're hanging on the wall. These two. So you can see it looks very similar from a quick glance. It's a very similar looking blade, but look at the difference in pitch. This blade is about 15 inches long, like from the leading edge to the trailing edge. This is no regular it's no regular blade. These fans are absolutely insane. And this one here is not the same. You can see this is, pretty average. It's nothing too crazy. I'm sure it moves good air, but it's not one of those other things. Those other ones, I think they use 3 or 4 amp PSC motors. Those things, honestly, I think those might actually be more powerful than some of even the belt drive metal models. Those fans are just absolutely insane. So anyways, let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see if it works. I really hope that it does. If not, probably can just get a replacement motor. It looks like it's a fairly standard size. Probably should have tested this in the garage. It's a little big for this area, but that's okay. Huh, it's got 3 off positions. That's interesting. The blade seems to be very flimsy. You can see it like vibrating as I shake it. There's little like foam insulation pieces in between the knobs and the case. That's kind of interesting. Now, I don't know if these blades are prone to breaking. I doubt it because the blade seems pretty reasonably sized. Those other ones that I just showed hanging on the wall, those blades unfortunately are very prone to breaking, and it's just because they're built to such a ridiculous degree. They really should have been metal. The amount of force that those blades go under is just crazy. Alright, we're going to be testing at 119.2 the volts. Go over to the amps. I'll watch it on startup to make sure there's nothing weird going on. I don't know where this was stored. It looks like it might have been stored outside, and based on the appearance of the dirt, it seems like it could have gone through a couple rainstorms, but I think it should be dry by now. Seems to be working. This is very, very tame compared to those other fans I have hanging on the wall. That's a little faster than I remember, but I can always slow it down with that variac. Seems to be considerably out of balance. Yeah, it is. There's a chip out of one of the blades, but I wouldn't think that it would be causing this much of a shake. This is really out of whack. Thermostat's just barely clicking out. It's 80 degrees in here. It's definitely got some hours on the motor, or it's just horribly dry. I really think that this has seen some rainstorms. You don't get this kind of rust just from being in a wet environment. This is direct water, and this looks like has been out in the water too. That's running a lot faster than I recall. I never seemed like it was running very slow. It was a decent amount of air. Of course, it's not going to get good airflow leaning up against the bench like this. Now it's running way faster than I remember. I'll slow it down with the variac to show what speed I was running at. Definitely moves a pretty good volume of air. I can feel a lot of air circulating back in here. It seems like it's... I can't tell what it's doing on the side here. Is it throwing air in or out? No, I guess it's pushing the air a little bit out. That is 1.09 amps, that's reasonable. 90 the watts with a power factor of 0.69, so it's going to be a shaded pole motor. Oh, it's only a 2-speed. That's why it's running so fast. The high. Wow, this is horribly out of balance. Oh man. That's 1.75 the amps, 131 the watts. Power factor is 0.63. I don't really want to run it for too long on high with the blade being like that. I'm afraid it's going to break. A lot of force on the shaft. Wow, that is really out of balance. This isn't a particularly heavy fan, so it can definitely move around a bit, but that is really out of balance. Alright, let's try the reverse. Oh, you're going to break the motor. Oh no, I'm not going to break the motor. Now we can hear the chip in the blades. I'm going to let it speed up. I don't want it running on high until I balance it out. Alright, let's plug it into the variac. Oh, I'm going to look at the power draw though, just to make sure it's It seems reasonable. Yeah, 1.2. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I wonder if there was a 3-speed version that ran slower and low. Yeah, it's the bearings. Gonna fix that. That's kind of more like what it looked like. I mean, it seemed to me like it was running very slow. I want to say I remember it running somewhere around that speed. Well, that is really cool. So it's working. It's extremely rough. This is going to need a lot of servicing to it. I have to strip all the paint down. Trying to find this particular color paint, it's going to be dodgy. I suspect it looks to me like it's a very very light green, kind of cross between a green and a blue maybe. I'm not very good with the colors, but I might just have to paint it whatever I can find. You know, even if we just strip the existing, whatever's left of the existing paint off, get the rust off, and then repaint it with something just to protect it from being decaying anymore from the rust, that would be a benefit. And then if we need to later on try to get a matching paint, I could potentially get a paint sample from the color of the guard or something like that. I suspect it was probably a similar color to the guard, and the guard has yellowed over the years.